Winning and losing are just part of sports. But some athletes don't take losing well. In high-contact sports like boxing or rugby, emotions boil over all the time. But in track and field, not so much. Well, unless you're this guy. Mekhissi-Benabbad, a French middle-distance runner specializing in the 1,500 and 3,000-meter steeplechase, had a career marked by athletic achievements, notably his silver medal at the Beijing Olympics. But he's mostly remembered for a series of unsportsmanlike incidents. At the 2012 European Championships in Helsinki, Benabbad went from winning gold in the 3,000 to shoving a 14-year-old girl dressed in a Mascot costume. Instead of celebrating with grace at the peak of the moment, with the cameras on him, crowd cheering, he turns his big moment into a total disgrace. It's even crazier because this wasn't the first time. In 2010, he wins gold, struts over to another mascot, and as reported, tells her to get on her knees. When she doesn't, he shoves her to the ground with no hesitation. The next year, in 2011, he's in Monaco for the Diamond League, lining up for the 1,500. But this time, no gold, no glory. He struggles throughout the race and crosses the line as 11th. His fellow countryman, Bala, finishes 9th. Now, like any decent teammate, Bala walks over to Benabbad. Maybe to offer a word, maybe just a nod of respect. But Benabbad doesn't see it that way. Both got slapped with a $2,130 fine and 50 hours of community service. Talk about karma. Benabbad's antics were wild, but nothing compared to what went down at the Lausanne Diamond League in 2018. The men's 5,000 meters was reaching its climax. At the bell, Ethiopia's Yomif Kejelcha surged to the front, looking strong. But on the final bend, he stumbled. And instead of just taking the fall, he grabbed Selemon Barega's shorts, yanking him into the outside lane. As for Kejelcha, he got disqualified, no surprises there. But he wasn't taking full blame. He pointed fingers at Barega, claiming he was the one who tripped him in the first place. A classic case of he said. Dirty tactics or just desperate racing? Either way, Lausanne got a show no one expected. From Kejelcha pulling shorts in Lausanne to the U20 Championships in Spain, the 1,500-meter final was supposed to be a showcase of young talent. 18-year-old Guillermo Sanchez delivered, surging ahead in the final lap to claim victory in roughly 3 minutes 55 seconds. But behind him, the real drama was unfolding, a battle for second place that would end in disgrace. Daniel Lopez and Mario Palencia were locked in a desperate sprint to the finish. In frustration, Palencia lashed out, shoving Lopez, making him crash onto the track, just inches from the finish line. Palencia came through as third, but his celebration was short-lived. Moments later, he was disqualified on the grounds of unsportsmanlike conduct. Now with the most recent event, the Virginia High School League Championship. A battle for supremacy in the 4x200 relay. But what happened on the final leg turned it into a national controversy. Two athletes, Alila Everett and Kaylin Tucker, sprinting side by side, pushing for every inch of advantage. A direct hit to the head. Tucker collapsed instantly. The replay footage shows Everett's arm extending, the baton making clear contact with Tucker's head. A blow that left her with a concussion and, according to some reports, a possible skull fracture. The ruling was swift. Everett was disqualified for unsportsmanlike conduct. But the decision wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. The backlash was immediate. Some called it intentional, demanding severe consequences. An assault charge was filed, but Everett defended herself, saying it was a loss of balance, an unfortunate accident in the heat of the race. At the Tiger Invitational in Kissimmee, Florida, high school junior Nathan Carter was leading the 1,600-meter race when an unexpected and violent incident occurred. During the race, Carter encountered another athlete, not participating in the event, standing on the track. On the subsequent lap, as Carter approached again, the same individual sprinted toward him and delivered a punch to the back of his head, causing Carter to collapse onto the track. Despite the assault, Carter displayed remarkable resilience by getting back on his feet and finishing the race. At the Houston Half Marathon, the final meters delivered a controversial ending. American Connor Mantz and Ethiopian Ergobena were locked in an all-out sprint for victory. Every step, every second mattered. Then, in a crucial moment, Gobena made his move. He leaned slightly to his left, minimal but enough. Mance, fighting for position, found himself slightly impeded. His rhythm broke just for an instant. That was all it took.
Yimmer falls back. We have it side by side. Too close to call at the finish.
Some defended it as hard racing, aggressive but legal. Others saw it differently, calling it interference. The rules allowed the result to stand, but for many, the moment blurred the line between fair competition and questionable tactics. Then, there was the 2021 Olympic Marathon. Morhad Amdouni, deep into the grueling 42-kilometer race, approached a hydration station. One after another, Amdouni knocked down an entire row of water bottles, leaving only the last one standing, the one he took for himself. His competitors, trailing just behind, reached out for a bottle only to find empty space. Was this a mistake, a moment of clumsiness, or something far more calculated? With this, I'll let you be the judge. Track and field is built on discipline, respect, and fairness. But when something like this happens, unchecked and unanswered, it sends a message. Chaos wins. If there's no accountability, no repercussions, then what's stopping it from happening again?